Hey everybody, Gunnison Undercover. Today is June 4th, 2019, and it is a nice spring evening here in New Jersey. Temperature's about 70 degrees out, very light breeze in the air. It really is just turning out to be a nice evening. So we got another Blue Zero Hero story to tell you. There's never a shortage of them in New Jersey. Seems like every other day there's one coming out. I keep reporting them. This time it has to do with a New Jersey State Police trooper fired after Cabela's shoplifting losses. Well, I find that shocking to even think that something like that happened. I mean, after all, these officers are professional. They are well trained. They risk their lives protecting and serving us. I just can't imagine, especially a state trooper in New Jersey, doing such a thing like this. So we'll read the story and we'll find out exactly what's going on here. And this one is this is on LeeValleyLive.com. It's not the NJ.com usually I get, but I found this one. It might be NJ.com, I forget. So let's read and find out. This one's dated June 3rd, 2019. A former New Jersey State Police trooper, once assigned to then Governor Christie's security detail, has lost his appeal after being fired for shoplifting from a Pennsylvania Cabela's. Now, I'm not familiar with this store. Maybe some of you people out there are. In a decision handed down on Monday, the Superior Court of New Jersey upheld William Cavonis' termination from state police for misconduct. A message left for Cavonis' attorney was not immediately returned. Acting Superintendent Patrick J. Callahan made the final decision in May 2018, and Cavonis, it's C-A-R-V-O-U-N-I-S, appealed. And this is Cavonis faced the misconduct charges after he was charged with shoplifting from the Berks County Cabela sporting goods store in 2014. Cavonis was visiting the store with a friend in January 2014 when surveillance cameras recorded him hiding items in his pocket of his cargo pants, switching the packaging on a pair of binoculars to make them cheaper, and taking the tag off a cap and wearing it as he walked to the store's checkout. Police said he bought about $200 in merchandise, but tried leaving the store with an additional $277 worth of items without paying. Cavonis was stopped as he tried to leave the Cabela's employees and Tilden Township police officer. Cavonis initially denied the thefts and then reportedly said he was part of the governor's security detail and he needed to purchase the items himself due to budgetary cutbacks. Cavonis asked the Tilden officer for a break, specifically for professional courtesy in the matter, according to court records. Cavonis was charged with 2 counts of retail theft and was eventually allowed to enter a first-time offenders program called Accelerated Rehabilitative Disposition. And further down here it says Cavonis was suspended without pay and then charged with violating 3 of the Division of State Police rules and regulations. Following the hearings in the summer of 2015, an administrative law judge found Cavonis guilty of 2 of the charges, violating laws in the U.S. and using or attempting to use an official position to secure unwarranted privileges or advantages. The judge found a more appropriate penalty for Cavonis to be suspended until she issued her decision April 5th, 2018, court paper state. Next month, Callahan accepted the 2 guilty findings, but rejected the clearing Cavonis of discrediting himself or the Division of State Police. Well, I'm not going to read the whole story. We'll put the link in the description. You can read it. So, first of all, 2 thumbs up to the officer who didn't take the bait of special privileges and continued to sign the complaint against that turd. And this is another good example of these Blue Zero Hero turds who think they deserve special privileges. And secondly, I want to know why this state police guy, I didn't look up his salary, but I'm sure it's 6 figures. It has to be 6 figures. He's probably up around $145,000, $150,000. Who knows? because he was on the governor's security team. Why would you go in a store and steal? You're making that kind of money. You got money in the bank. You can afford to spend $200. You break out your charge card and you pay for the stuff, and then you hand the receipt in if it's for business. But you know, we all know he's full of shit on that. He's throwing the department under the bus by saying, no, it's for this, it's for that. He came up with an excuse. And I always say, sit and listen sometime how many excuses you hear in the course of a day. That's a good excuse right there. So he's fired, and he had the audacity to fight the charges of being fired. He didn't feel that he should be fired. Well, I think he should be fired. If I went and was stealing, and my job found out about it, and stealing is related to my job, I'd be fired. There'd be no going back. They would say, John, we can't have you here. You stole something from a store. We can't trust you now. You got trust issues. But you know, these Blue Zero heroes, they always think they deserve special treatment. Well, he got special treatment, all right. He got fired. And kudos to the commander that fired him, and to the judges that upheld that firing. Good. Now, what does bother me is he's in that first offenders program, which means he completed it, and it'll be removed from his record, so he'll be back in law enforcement. Somewhere, somebody will hire him. He'll have one of his nepotism, cronyism friends get him a job. He'll be doing. We haven't seen the last of him. He'll get another town job, government welfare job. So what's the lesson learned? I mean, his real stake in it, he paid a $150 fine, I think, but he lost a lot of pay. He was out of job. He lost whatever it was, $130,000, $140,000, $150,000 a year job. So he lost a lot of money for being a wise guy. All right, so go read the story for yourself. Let me know what you think about that Blue Zero hero, stinky turd, state trooper who went in a retail store and stole $277 worth of shit, and then had the nerve to try to use his position to get out of it. Fortunately, there was a good cop that had some integrity and stuck to his guns and signed the complaint. That leaves a good feel in my heart. I know there's some officers out there that are not going to give any special passes to Blue Zero hero turds, because those Blue Zero hero turds make it bad for all the rest of the so-called good officers that are out there. And then state trooper has the nerve to think he should get his job back. Well, oops. A little error in that thinking, didn't you, trooper? This is Gunnison Undercover. Until next time, you know the drill. You see something, you record something. And what's the motto here now? Repeat after me. Exercise. No, excuse me, I'm wrong. Make your rights strong again. And what are we going to do? Exercise them.